I want to continue to experiment with the use of AI generative fill backgrounds for use of them in real life videos. And I thought I would use this as a chance to repeat some advice we've actually given away a lot over the last couple of weeks in reference to websites. I was surprised to realize that a lot of people think of websites in the very linear way that they're created. They always think they have to drive traffic to their home page. You can drive traffic to different pages depending on your audience's interest. Like in our case, we do photography, videography, drone services, marketing content creation. If we can run a campaign and tie the specific URL for that subject to the campaign we're running, so they can land on the page that is related to the campaign or to the effort that we're doing. Second bit of advice is actually a little bit of personal preference for me. You can set your website so when you click on a link and it opens up a page, it can actually it can progress to the page you clicked on, or it can open up a new tab with that page. Like for instance, a lot of people on their social media accounts, they have, if you click on the icon or the hyperlink that goes to the social media account, it'll advance to that page instead of opening it on a new page. The reason I like that personally is if I'm trying to check out your social media and I go over there, and that's a little lazy to say, but I don't want to be bothered with clicking back to my web browser or typing in the web address. If I have two pages to look at, I can just close down the social media page when I'm done looking at it. And that's a setting I can't imagine that any website doesn't have. The last bit of advice is there's an old newspaper term for when newspapers were folded in half. Anything above the fold was considered really important, and that real estate on that page was really important. That's why a lot of stories began on page one and then finished up on other pages. They didn't want to use too much of that real estate above the fold. You should think of your websites in the same way. Anything that appears when someone goes to your website above the fold is really important real estate, and you should look at that strategically. You shouldn't use up too much of that above the fold real estate space with stuff that really isn't that relevant or really isn't that important that could be used other places. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.